And to details. During his first official visit to the Balkan country of Serbia, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi held summit talks with his Serbian counterpart Alexander Vučić in the capital Belgrade, which focused on bilateral ties and regional and international issues of mutual concern. During his visit, President el-Sisi signed a number of agreements and memorandum of understandings in different fields, addressed the Egyptian-Serbian Business Forum, and is scheduled to meet with the Serbian Parliament Speaker and give a speech at Belgrade University. The details.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi held talks with his Serbian counterpart Alexander Vučić in Belgrade on Wednesday. Presidential spokesman Bassam Radi said the two leaders reviewed means to foster relations in various domains, in addition to a number of regional and international issues of mutual concern. At a joint press conference following their meeting, President el-Sisi said the talks tackled means of enhancing bilateral relations for better horizons. He expressed his appreciation to Serbian leadership and people, as well as his desire to develop cooperation in various domains in light of historical ties binding the two countries. The president praised progress of strategic relations between Egypt and Serbia during the past years, which was reflected through a number of high-level visits of officials from both countries, which reflect the importance of fostering cooperation in accordance with the two sides' capabilities and interests of their peoples. The head of state also said the meeting discussed means of pushing forward coordination and consultations over a number of regional and international files. For his part, President Vučić welcomed President el-Sisi, stressing the significance of his visit to Serbia, and said that his country is looking forward to bolstering bilateral ties in all fields during the coming period. Meanwhile, President el-Sisi and Serbia's president signed a number of agreements and memorandum of understandings in the fields of higher education, agriculture, art, and media. A memorandum of understanding was signed between the Serbian Arts Museum and Egypt Civilization Museum. Another memorandum of understanding was signed between the General Authority for Investment of the two countries in the fields of small and medium projects. Later, President el-Sisi addressed the Egyptian-Serbian Business Forum, during which the president reviewed opportunities of investments in Egypt and horizons of economic and trade cooperation between the two countries. He called on Serbian businessmen to participate in national projects in Egypt, especially in the fields of ports, noting that Egypt has good investment opportunities, especially amid a modernization of needed infrastructure during the past 7 years. The president said more than 6,000 projects at the cost of £8 trillion have been implemented with the aim of preparing the state for more investments. The forum witnessed a display of a documentary featuring Egypt's achievement in the railway and transportation fields, especially new tunnels, bridges, the express train and the monorail, in addition to new means of naval transportation, plus a project to transform Egyptian ports into international hubs as well as new international airports. The documentary also shed light on the textiles and weaving industry, iron and steel projects, food industries, and renewable energy and petrochemical projects. It also featured new fourth-generation cities such as the new administrative capital, the new Alamein city, the new Ismailia city, El Galala city, and New Aswan. The documentary displayed the expansion in health services and the establishment of hospitals and medical centers to cover all governorates and the health insurance system in Egypt, as well as the pharmaceutical industries. During his visit to Serbia, President el-Sisi meets with the Serbian Parliament Speaker to review means of boosting joint cooperation during the coming stage. On Thursday, the head of state will give a speech at Belgrade University on overall historic relations between Egypt and Serbia and principles guiding Egyptian policy towards main current regional and international issues.
Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli asserted the importance of abiding by the coronavirus precautionary measures. On top of the list is wearing medical masks in crowded places. During the weekly cabinet meeting in New Al Alamein city, Madbouli warned of the return of the increase in infection, pointing out to the importance of taking vaccinations, which the state is providing citizens with. Meanwhile, Madbouli reiterated the significance of President El-Sisi's participation in Jeddah Summit for Security and Development and his visit to Germany that resulted in boosting bilateral cooperation, as well as the President's current visit to Serbia. The Premier also congratulated President El-Sisi and the Egyptian people on the 70th anniversary of the 23rd of July revolution.